hello, boss man. Yes, hello, boss man. Yeah, I see. I got the.
That's no problem, my friend. Family friendly channel we are.
Yes, yeah.
Apparently. You managed to get online, Ted?
I don't know, mate. I literally just had a quick shower because.
Online service is error. I can't get on at all.
Still
It's
a
just
problem, is it?
continuously doing it.
I've just tried to get on there and I can't get on either.
Driving me insane.
Got his beer out for no reason.
I mean, you haven't got the beer out for no reason. Because it's all about the beer test.
Pops it anyway.
Nice. Got to be done.
Well, I can't even get my TV on, let alone the bloody Codemasters. What's up
You
with my
had,
telly?
you had a shift change then? Like a 3 AM start in the morning? You
No,
mad?
I got to be at work for 5. I'll be up.
Oh, yeah, that's mad.
My alarm's set for 10 to 4 at the moment.
You mean the Dream commentary team has got to disband? What's this about?
Possibly, depends how I feel tomorrow. With this stream tonight.
We'll just have to switch tier 2 and tier 3 commentaries around there so we can carry on, Tez.
Peg, can't do Mondays. I don't know what's wrong with my Xbox, but something's not working.
It's not good.
I think the HDMI port's dodgy.
I did have a little cry when I see you put that though, Tez. I'm not gonna lie. I did have a little cry. I was thinking, no, I can't do that to me, Tez. Can't do it. All alone.
Soz.
No, you're not.
Gone but for never.
I was going to say, that does not sound like he was actually sorry, that one.
No, not at all.
I'm harsh.
He's really thinking about demoting me.
And all the graphics are looking good as well, all for today's stream. And looks like
I'm going to confess,
Yeah,
mate, I haven't even got your stream on me. I haven't got it on yet.
Oh yeah, it keeps buffering in a minute though.
I have now. Well, I'm loading it up.
I can't even get my Xbox on. Oh.
I've got an advert then.
Which one's a better quality?
Can you remember what channel it was that Rebel posted them photographs in? Are they
Race
F1
highlights.
cars? Was it in race? I was it in race highlights. Oh yeah.
Here we go. We got light. Big up the 2 viewers watching. I don't think we'll be watching much, to be honest.
5 viewers, big them up.
Oh, hang on. I'm in.
You're in.
Yeah, I'm in.
So she said.
Right, let's get you and set up a lobby.
I'm
Oh, we
not.
said a follower. Who was that? Kartos, thank you for following.
Top man.
Legend.
Big up. Keeps buffering on mine. I'm gonna just quickly refresh it. The refresh thing. I still can't get on.
Do you hear it when someone follows, when it says, it's like, alright?
Oh, I didn't hear that.
That's jokes.
I've got it muted. There's nothing better though than when someone donates and just hearing Pierre Gasly. That is just brilliant.
Oh,
and I
yeah,
love it.
it's savage, isn't it?
Like I might just have to continuously donate pound after pound after pound. Just hear, "Wah! Wah!"
Oh, thank you, Total Power. One of our tier 4 drivers, I'm sure, by watching how they've been doing recently. Tier 4? No. Yeah, it would be tier 4, not tier 8, yeah. One of our possible tier 4 drivers.
Mate, this multi-twitch just keeps lagging. Like, it keeps buffering.
That might be because
Oh, shout out, Kartos.
that might be because you've not got your stream started yet and it's hunting for your stream.
As I said, I can't even get onto the online services at the minute. Can you get on still? Because you might have to.
I'm good.
jump in.
I'm in.
Yeah, it's just coming in.
Yeah,
You
I
might
think
have
we're good
to
to go.
You might have to step in for me.
We are
then
doing
still,
this.
'cause I cannot get in to save my life.
Restart
Well,
your
restart the game.
Xbox.
I've restarted the game about 4 times.
But it binned me off then when I got in, when I turned it on. Hang on.
Thank you, Kartos.
Nah.
This means a lot.
Spin me off again.
Support. Benji, really enjoyed the practice race we just had. Yeah, I was watching you a lot of the time there, Benji. I see how you were getting on, doing very well.
Yeah, I
Now
actually really
shifted
enjoyed
at
that
the end.
practice.
That was good. That was 19 drivers turned up to that.
I know, that's mad.
Pretty impressive for a practice.
Best turnout so far for a practice that was.
Yeah.
Benji
And now we've got
jumping
tier
shifty.
4 and tier North America involved too. It's just going to be full grids every week, I reckon, for practice.
That's what I want. That's
Quality.
the way forward.
Could end up
I
having
was so
more
happy
than one
with practice though. I actually put
session
in
as well
quite
now,
a
couldn't we?
decent like qualifying lap for a change. When qualifying's always been my downfall, I actually started quite well. I started P6. Well chuffed for that with a 13.8. Do need to go on time trial at some point when they actually let me on the servers.
Right.
Need a new setup because it was good for qualifying, but that setup I needed to adjust it or get a new one for the race because it wasn't ideal for the race.
The hard's done you well there. At the end, you were definitely on the better tyre in the last 10 laps or so, I'd say. Maybe 5-10 laps.
Yeah, he went the right way with the hard.
Hards definitely came into life.
Made them
Was
medium.
that soft hard, was it?
You can go soft medium, but it was a big ask, I must admit, because mine were on, well, they were just into the 70. Yeah, I did as well, and they were in the 70%. My tyres, they were just screaming. So was Shifty's were screaming more than mine because I ended up catching him because of his penalties. I overtook him, so I ended up fourth.
I see. Austria isn't going to be a great race for me. I'm not looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it. It's
Well,
just
Ewan's having
qualifying's a bit
problems
irritating.
with all of his lot as well from tier 3 are all having problems trying to get on. There's only a few of us that are able to get on to the F1 servers at the moment, so this is a real last minute jobby. I'm not too sure if this race will go ahead, but we will do everything in our power to try and get this going for you guys.
Just not having it.
I do want to start talking about tier 3 a bit, but it's kind of like, are we actually going to be doing this stream, or...
You still got that filthy echo, by the way, still coming through your headset.
That's still at me, yeah, it's awful.
Yeah. I know, I can hear it, it's doing my head in as well.
I bet it is.
Sam Bam goes, this is screwed. Yeah, it doesn't look great, mate.
It's not looking good.
Well, we can lift the spirit a little bit, and we can put the upbeat version of Shifty's song on. Enjoy.
Shut up, Shifty. My guy. Have you gone onto the online servers still?
Nope.
You was in, but it threw you back out again.
Yeah. As soon as
Killer, man.
yeah, as soon as it started thinking about communicating with the online server, it let me in to the ramp menu, and then it kicked me straight back out again.
That's the thing, look, it's just let me into the unranked servers, so I'm flicking through it.
Yeah,
What was that?
I can't even get in now.
Have you got a lobby set up, Tess? Cause I'll just see if I can just join that.
I'm waiting for you to set up.
Oh yeah, Ewan's doing it, isn't he?
It's let me set a lobby up.
Ah, Ewan's in. Oh, now mine's broken again.
Oh no. This is a massive rip.
Oh, it
At
is.
least I can get my beauty sleep.
At the minute, DT, we're just trying to find commentators to actually get online. So we've got me, Still, and Tez here in the party, and between the three of us, we're just trying to get on.
Oh, so you just press cancel, it's fine.
Everyone's
Press
got
cancel
codes
when it says
tonight.
retry.
Yeah, I press cancel and it just doesn't even let me like go online and check podium pass, anything like that. Why have I not got you and my friends this time? This is a disgrace.
Sacrilege.
I know, that's terrible, that. Oh, I have, but he's showing offline.
Might have to bin this round off, guys. I can't see us working.
I'm going to try and join you. session.
I did. It says error. Retry.
I'm in. I'm in.
I'm in. Right.
Oh my god, I'm in. Evening, Jerry. Shout out the tier 3 coordinator.
My wonderful co-commentator.
Yep. Just an absolute legend in TTM Motorsport. Loved by all. It's not everybody loves Raymond, everybody loves Jerry. Fact. That is a fact.
No
We
arguments
love you
from
more,
me,
Jerry.
mate.
We love you more.
No arguments from me.
Nope. Don't think I'll get an argument from anyone for that.
He's a gentleman on the track as well. Let's not forget.
I haven't had the unfortunate pleasure of racing against him.
Well, I have. Plenty of times.
Maybe in season 2 I will. You never know. Can't believe I'm in.
Right. Shall we start talking tier 3 now then? As we've, to be fair, I'm gonna do the hot lap now quickly. So
Yeah, go
Coles actually missed out on Coles' hot lap the other week because I was trying to do other things and then forgot to do Coles' lap. So Coles is back to do another hot lap for you guys, which you guys never saw the first time. But here is Coles' hot lap out here in Austria at the Red Bull Ring. Enjoy.
Hello everybody, and today we ride on board here with Coles here at Australia for the tier 3 race. Coming here into this circle and really nails this one over that curb and straight on the gas and full throttle here. DRS on, and then we are coming to a beautiful overtaking place here at the race. The hardest braking zone here, and you can already see he is on the controller, and the controller suits this track really well. DRS on, full on the throttle as fast as possible, and another overtaking spot here. Coming at this turn 4, you really want to hug that inside and full on the throttle as soon as possible, so you take a little bit of the curb on the outside there. Then we're looking at the 15 meter mark there. As he turns that in, you really want to swing these corners and get the feel of your wheel and the weight on it, and you know when to turn in and go on the throttle like Skoll is doing here right now. Coming into this last section, you can really brake or nail this one, because you can also invalidate here a lot. DRS on, and he managed to do a 3.4. Great job there, Coles. Back to you, Taz, and have a great tier 3 race all. Like and subscribe, please.
Thank you there, Jerry. That was Jerry commentating over Coles' hot lap. We're off to the Red Bull Ring today. I think, long last, we're able to do this. We've got the majority of the players in the lobby now, all getting ready after a huge amount of delay. With not actually knowing if this race is going to go ahead or not due to the Codemaster servers.
Thankfully we've got at least 12 in at the moment. It's not too bad.
No, we're getting there. We'll be putting some messages out in the Discord now. Yeah, so right now we do have Sam, who is still top of the championship by 18 points to Chazza. Chazza will no longer be taking part in tier 2, unfortunately. They've now got rugby, which falls on this day, so we're going to try and get Chazza slotted into another team, another tier. And yeah, the Bugatti driver will now have a seat there free. Not too sure what we're going to be doing with it yet. But that then moves Niag in the Citroën Paris car up into second. So that gives Sam a gap of 20 points going in to round 6 here in Austria. We've got the likes of Jet, Asim, Kung Fu Powton, Monty, or some big names that could come and spoil the show today. Not going to make it easy for Sam. Hayes, what is your opinions on today's race?
We've also obviously got our brand new tier 3 driver, Benji. Don't know if he's in the lobby just yet, but I'm hoping he can. We know he's also got good pace, so he's another one who can mix it up with the guys at the front as well. I mean, obviously, it's quite a small track, this one, very confined as well, so it's hard to find places to overtake, really, to be fair. As we know, the turn one, for instance, is very tough to try and get two people side by side going around that first corner. So, I mean, yeah, it depends how the drivers do, really. I mean, it is going to be all about just picking your overtakes and making them stick at the right moments on the track. As you can easily mess up your own race as well, and obviously we've got a lot of gravel on the outside of some corners. So if you're trying to carry too much speed out of some corners, you're going to pick up on the gravel and lose the rear end, and then basically your race is near enough over. I mean, hopefully we don't see any safety cars, but there's always that potential as well around this track, to be fair, because it's so tight and small.
Yeah, sure. It's a good observation there. So last time out in France, we did have a little bit of rain towards the end, which threw a spanner in the works. Obviously, we had Sam, who had a blowout, but we had the likes of Jet Atom taking their first win here in the Tier 3 Championship. Kung Fu Powton making a name, getting a second in that race too, with Niag in the third place. Who do you reckon we could see on the podium today?
I mean, I think as long as Monty can stay in this time, as obviously he had the unfortunate disconnection last week, if he can stay in, I think for sure we will see Monty on the podium today. I think obviously Jatham as well. I think he'll be up there and be on the podium as well, to be fair. I mean, in my predictions, the top three in no particular order is going to be Sam, Monty and Jet, personally, in my personal opinion, because they seem to be so quick and very close together in pace as well, by qualifying and race. But obviously there are a few others that you could throw in that mix, as I said, as well. There are a couple of others. You've obviously got Niag, who's been driving really well, who's obviously sitting second in the standings. Kung Fu Powton, another one in the Seren Porsche, who's currently fifth. He's another one we know can throw it up there. He finished second last time out and had a great race in France, so there's always that potential with him as well. You know, Tier 3 is always great to watch and commentate on, because they're so close with their race pace together, and it's always an exciting race, and you never really know who's going to finish on the podium.
No, that's for sure. And we just had a practice race here at TT Motorsport as well. We had a bunch of these Tier 3 drivers, actually 10 Tier 3 drivers in that race. And two of them was Jet, Atom and Monty. And as a spectator, which I was, as I had the FPS glitch, I refused to race with it. I actually spectated the race, and there was non-stop battles between the two drivers of Jet, Atom and Monty the whole way through. So I think if they can replicate that into today's round 6, I think we're going to be in for a really good treat here. But you never know what could happen in Austria. We know there's a high chance of rain, and the Tier 3 drivers have been getting a lot of rain recently as well. So they've been more of the unlucky tier when it comes to rain, as they do get it quite often. So could they have a bit of an upset today and get a bit more rain well, I mean, Sam says he likes the rain, but Sam's not had much luck with the rain. But could this be the turning point for Sam? He's gone on a bit of a drought at the moment. He obviously started off the season very, very strong. Can the championship leader bounce back today and win here in Austria for round 6? That is the question, though. But I don't think it's going to be that easy for him, considering the likes of a few drivers who are closing in on him in the championship. So yeah, it could be very interesting. We've now got 18 people in the lobby. I'm not too sure how many we're supposed to be expecting. I know there
one driver sorry Tez, one driver I actually completely forgot to mention, obviously, is the DSB Bugatti driver, Chazza, who obviously, apart from the France race where he had the unfortunate DNF, he finished third in every other round so far, consistently finishing third. So he's another one, obviously, who could be up there as well.
Well, like we said earlier, Hayes, he won't be in Tier 2 anymore.
Sorry.
Tier 3, sorry.
I've had a complete melt moment
there. But he was very consistent. It was great to see us. So I don't want to lose him at TT Motorsport.
No, we don't want to see him lose him from this league at all.
No, not
I'm not switching my seat. Just throwing it out there. Right. I'm not giving him my seat. I like my McLaren.
Let's have a little look. Let's go on Discord. Who are we waiting for?
You're just looking at the chat at the minute. Sam's podium is the goal, lads, but can't touch Monty's pace. Joey is offering Sam, if he pays him £10, money out for him. Please don't.
Have we got everything?
Also, chat, let us know your top 3 predictions for this race.
Yeah, let's see what you guys think.
See what everybody else thinks about who's going to end up on them top 3 places.
Right, we are ready.
Just the 16.
So guys, enjoy this intro brought to you by Shifty50, who made an incredible intro for us, and it never seems to get old. Enjoy.
What a slide! That makes the move, but Errol's still up the inside. Oh, no, it's almost 50-50 goes on Liam Hannon. Can't keep it. They make it stick around the outside, and he dives around the outside. And Sam does it. What a move!
Oh no, look at Jerry! Oh, out of nowhere!
Oh my gosh, and we have a battle for the lead. And Pickles has done it. I was so wrong. And there's a change for the lead on the final lap.
What an incredible intro there, brought to you by Shifty himself. We've had a few people in the chat commented on their top 3s. So we have had Sam saying Monty, Jet and Sam. We've had Monty saying Jet, Sam and Kung Fu. We've had Jerry saying Sam, Jet, Monty, Nia, Kung Fu. Joey said Gasly. I think Gasly's got a good chance. Oh, it's raining. It's raining.
It is raining. Oh.
I did
I
say
mean,
that.
that completely throws it off now. Completely. Someone who's into let me know if that is going to obviously dry up at any point in qualifying, or if it's going to stay that way for the race. Let us know if it's going to be completely dry, or if it's going to start wet and then go dry.
I would like to say thank you very much to the one and only Jerry Moore, who has just donated £27.12. That is, I would never expect that from Jerry. Jerry, you really did not need to do that, mate. You really do enough for TT Motorsport. But that is really
Big shout out to our guy Jerry.
really grateful. Like, wow, I really did not expect that. That's crazy. Thank you so much, Jerry. Crazy scenes, guys.
I mean, that's why we all love Jerry. Well, that's not the only reason we all love Jerry. We just all love him anyway for all of his dedication and work he puts into TT Motorsport. What a guy.
He makes TTM, honestly. Guys, just bear with me. I'm quickly going to be refreshing all of our widgets. And then you guys can look at the treacherous conditions that the Tier 3 drivers are about to go underway here at the Red Bull Ring. It looks nasty, it really does.
It's not that wet though for wets at the minute, as everyone's going out on inters, so it's not as bad as it actually looks then, as they're obviously opting for the intermediate tyres rather than the wets. But whether that gets worse or potentially dries up near the end of this qualifying session, we don't know. Easy, I agree with your comment there. Jerry is the GOAT.
Jerry is the GOAT. Right, guys, we are ready now to go once again. Right.
We've got rain 20 minutes into the race and then dry again. So that's going to, again, really, it's basically going to be similar to France then.
Oh, right, okay.
Similar to France race. Thank you for that, Jet. Shout out to Spiffy. Just join us in the chat to tune in for the Tier 3 race. We're on board with Monty at the moment in the classical Cassandra Cup. See how he manages to do. We know he's always very quick in qualifying, but yet to see it really in the rain. Actually, to be fair, we get to see how he can do in a wet qualifying session. We know he's really quick in the dry, but we shall now see if he's any good in the wet. 17.4 in the first sector. It's not bad at all. Gets a little bit of oversteer coming out of the hairpin though of turn 2.
Looks like we have one of the Serum Porsche that stopped there onto turn 2 on the entrance. So I'm looking at my little mini map. Not sure what's happening there. But TTM Sam just ahead of Monty now.
I think a lot of drivers are just going to be taking it quite cautious at first in their first qualifying laps, just to see how wet this track really is, and then give them an idea of what they can get away with when they go out and try and set another one. But obviously with the intermediates, you probably can get away with setting 2 times on a set of intermediates, to be fair.
Oh, as Monty invalidates on the entrance of the final corner. So.
Oh, that's a shame, because that'll invalidate his next lap as well. No, it doesn't, surprisingly.
No?
No, it's not come up with red on my map, to be fair. He's managed to get away with that, so I think he's going again. So now seeing everyone put times in. As TTM Sam goes in with a 1:13.6. Cole's just behind him, sitting in P2 at the minute with a 13.7. We've got Joe in the Aston Martin, sitting in P3 with a 14 flat. Joe in the Bugatti goes P4 with 14.5. We've got Fekir in the 6 from Monet Paris with a 1:15. Niag with a 1:15.3. His teammate just behind him. Wong Dong put in a 15.8, and LMB, who's actually had a spin at the hairpin at the exit.
Ooh, not ideal.
Lost a bit of wing as well there.
Currently on board with Wong Don. Wong Don's looking pretty calm so far. Calm and collective right now.
Joel Gamer goes even quicker there and puts in a 13.4, moves above Sam into P2 as Jet Atom puts in a 13.2.
Joey getting out of the way there in the Bugatti for the AVAX Ascari driver, coming through the penultimate corner now in these treacherous wet conditions into the final turn. Here comes Wong Don. Let's see what time he can put in. Wong Don goes 7th for now.
Just see Monty put in a 1:11.9, so at the minute he's in a league of his own with that time. I must admit that is a very impressive time on a set of intermediates.
So, Atom's come around down the straight now. Is he going to continue his lap? Or he won't have enough EOS, I don't think, to continue.
No, he won't. I think he might consider pitting it. He actually invalidates his lap anyway, coming out of turn 1. Gets just a little bit too wide on the exit.
Joe out in the Aston Martin Opaque Racing. No, Opaque Aston Martin team, sorry. Back to front. Coming down the pitch straight now. Let's see where he can go. P3, 1:13.3.
Yeah, very nice. Good time there.
Samba Bam out of lap 2.
Lewis Johnson putting a 13.3 as well. Just a few hundredths of down from Joe Gamer. Not a bad time from the Serum Porsche driver.
Sam goes just beneath. I say just beneath. It's actually 7/10 off Monty. So
yeah.
Although he's second, that's still quite a ways off of the classical Cassandra driver. Who can we follow? Coming through Pouton's coming out the pits, or is he coming in? I didn't even see him out, did you?
Whoever's Zodwad in the chat, you're right, I am no Hamilton. That is fact. More of a Jensen Button.
So, I've just been told in the chat that we've got another 10 minutes of rain. And then it should be brightening up in the qualifying session. So, we might see some drivers come out onto the softs for the last couple minutes. You never know. But it's all to play for at the moment. I think the drivers just getting a little bit of a feel for the Inter tyres right now, what it could be like in the race a little bit later on down the line today. But I think we could possibly see some slick running in qualifying if if it clears in time. But looking at it right now, it doesn't look very likely. But you never know. Jeff might be right.
Don't think there's much of a chance of it though, to be honest with you, mate. If there's 10 minutes left of rain, qualifying's pretty much going to be over and done with, and the track's still going to be wet, so people ain't going to really be able to get out on a set of dry tyres.
No,
and if they do, they're really chancing it, to be honest with you.
As we had High Rise just bin it, they've got a bit of oversteer, and they have now binned it. Good as that on a lap? No. Who's on a lap?
Oh,
right
I just
now?
clocked it out. Hey, shout out, Zach, my guy.
Thank you, Stereogram23, for following
My guy.
our stream, our channel, in fact.
My mate from football's thrown the Twitch screen on my football WhatsApp. What a guy. Absolute lad. What a lad. Love that guy.
Who's commentating this? Myself,
copy that,
Tez,
yes.
alongside Hayes. Are your commentators for today? Critical Jew.
Again, there's going to be a couple of people joining this that we're just going to be like, so who is this?
Thank you, JJ, for hosting our stream on your channel. Much appreciated.
Well in, JJ.
Do you want to watch Sam? I'll watch Monty, or should I watch Sam? You watch
Yeah,
Monty?
yeah,
How
I'll
do you wanna
flip on
do it?
Sam.
You flip on Sam.
Yeah, I'll flip on to Sam, see how he's getting on. See how the Sauber driver's doing.
Right, so is Monty's time invalidated for this next lap or not? Let's have a look. No, looks like it's good so far. Yeah, and he's up on his time as well. He's nearly a 10th up in Sector 1 alone.
That's unreal.
See what the classical Cassandra driver can do. Can Sam reply to this monstrosity? Or could we see Acklem up there? I don't know, there's a few drivers that could, but right now Monty does look in charge of this qualifying session.
Sam's literally just about to start his lap now.
Right.
So let's see how he
we'll
gets
be able
on.
to jump onto Sam once we see Monty cross the line. Monty's down in sector
That's
2,
around
but
turn
a
one.
little bit. Oh, he's invalidated. He's invalidated. So let's go aboard with Sam now.
Just coming down to turn 3 in the hairpin. It's actually turn 3, this, believe it or not. As for some
it?
reason, there's a turn.
Oh, what was that? LMB.
I've no
where did you
idea
just come
where
from?
LMB come from there. He came from out of nowhere, mate. Absolutely nowhere. Completely threw him off.
Thank you for the follow there, Mega. Oh, Mega someone. I didn't quite catch that. I was Mega Slick Dude. Thank you for following. Much appreciated. But let's see how Sam does now. Who's
Getting really slow.
1.7 seconds down on their time, which isn't ideal.
He slowed down so he can go again on this lap because LMB just completely threw him off of his lap that he was on.
Thank you,
Coming out of
Gregor, there
hairpin
for
where he just
following.
come out of nowhere.
Here we go, Sam out on another lap as he's crossing the start-finish line once again. Into turn 1 he goes. He's a little bit wide. Luckily he doesn't invalidate, he gets away with that one.
He got all of the curve on the exit there, didn't he? Just to get as much speed as he possibly could. He's slightly up on his time, but he needs to really improve if he wants to get on pole position. It was quite deep in the turn
Yeah, he
through the
does.
hairpin,
He
though,
went very
but
deep there. Yeah.
to be honest, that's obviously where the traction is, to be honest with you.
Monty just
really
got a
good exit out of it.
111.4. Ray, thank you for following. Bit. The back tyres light up a little bit there, but he keeps it in control. Sam does. Don't know if he's going to be able to improve this lap.
Yeah.
As he's a
He's
second
2 tenths
down.
up on his time.
He's 2 tenths up.
Yeah, on my screen he's 2 tenths up.
Let's see what he does when he crosses the line.
Not going to improve his position though. He'll still be P3 unless he really nailed this last sector. But he looks like he's taking it so easy. Nice line through the exit of the last corner as well. He does improve. It does go in with a 112.4, but as I said, it's not quite good enough to get close to Jet Atom and Monty. I mean, Monty's in a league of his own at the minute, let's be honest. With that 111.4, he's in a league of his own in qualifying. But Jet and Sam seem quite close. There's 3 temps in that, so that's a very close battle. Jet's actually invalidated his lap. Go on board with Coles at the minute, see how the Audi Slingshot Racing driver's doing.
He's got a very interesting line going down to the pits. Thank you, Rashid1828, for following as well. We're getting lots of followers already early on into the stream, which is great to see you guys. 24 viewers at the moment as Jet Atom decides to come into the pits.
I don't know about you, mate, on my screen there's 31 people actually following me.
Thank you so much, Zodwood, for donating to TT Motorsport. Huge respect there. Thank you very much for supporting the game.
Oh, shout out my guy Zach. Shout out Zach from my football team. Shout out the Sunday League. Rochford Sports getting in with the 8-0 win on Sunday as well. I'm sorry, Tez, I've got to get that in there, mate. Big shout out, big
Top
up.
Man. Sorry, Joey, for terrifying you with the Gasly sound, but it's just got to be done. It's just
it's all about that Gasly sound, mate. All about that. That's what we're here for.
I think I might have to shake it up. We could maybe get some new F1 memes in there, you know.
Keep the Gasly sound though. Don't you dare get rid of that.
I think I have the Gasly sound for something else, and then get a new one for donation. Keep it in there.
No.
Or it could be like randomised, you know. It could be a surprise.
You could do. But there's not many reactions better than that Gasly one. That's the thing.
No, that's the OG reaction.
That is. Just
Oh, who is this in the wall? LMP is in the wall by the looks of it in the Tornado 7 racing car.
Again?
Not ideal. He rejoined safely onto track though, which is the most important thing.
Oh my god.
Cool, we're watching Joey now, getting a little bit of a drift on, a little bit of a Tokyo drift going on. But let's see how he does. He's about to start his lap. Jerry's been very consistent recently. He's been looking pretty good. Oh, his back end's worming around like crazy right now. He's really struggling to try and keep traction on the track. 33 viewers right now, guys. This is epic. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Oh, this is crazy. I'm loving this. I'm loving this, guys. We've got a really, really good race ahead of us. This is going to be really exciting. The Tier 3 drivers never, ever let us down with the racing. It's been quality week in, week out. So you guys are in for a huge treat tonight. As we're now aboard of Joey, he's got some traffic up ahead of him. Hopefully Wongdon and whoever else that may be can get out the way for him. It looks like one of the Tornado 7 racing cars. No, it wasn't. It was one of the Slingshot racing cars. My bad. But they get out the way there for Joey in the DSV Bugatti. Joey's up on his time at the moment, so Joey could be in to maybe get himself within the top 10. We have 2.5 minutes left of qualifying. And this is going to be a right treat here at the end. Can Monty hold off pole? Will Atom or Sam or Johnson be able to? Oh, it's Joey! Joey! Oh no, Joey!
He hasn't been yet,
he was on a great lap there, and he's just Tokyo drifted it a little bit too much, Hayes.
I mean, I love the drift, but it's not the one in Formula 1.
No, it's really not. He's getting out the way there for the driver, which is great to see.
Ewan goes P5, just putting a time of a 1:12.6, and not bad at all from him there. Just noticed as well that Joe actually has just jumped Sam and gone into P3. So he's put in a 1:12.4 and just beat him there. Don't know where that time came from.
Oh, I just realised. Is that Joa or Joe Johnson in third? Thank you, Swanshanks, for following. That's Joe, is it? Right, I need to change that then, because at the moment I've got Johnson and Joe with the same 3 initials, so that is my bad. We have to get that changed.
Johnson's in the Seren Porsche in P8 and Joe is obviously in the Aston Martin in P3.
Right, okay.
Come on, Tez, get on top of it, mate.
Well, I can't see, mate. I'm not looking at the things that you're looking at. Looking at
true.
Cool stuff that don't work properly.
Yeah.
shows duplicates.
Yeah, I haven't got all the cool graphics that you've got, right? Don't rub it in.
I think that was my fault for programming it wrong, putting the same names in twice. Oops.
I'll get it all eventually, don't worry.
We'll get you there one day.
I'll get there one day, mate.
Right, here we are.
Progression.
Jet Atom He validated this lap, but looks like he's going to be saving himself for his next lap. I think this is going to be possibly his last lap, having a go to try
Seems to
and
be
knock
last out from everyone.
Monty off of that pole position. Monty currently leads by just over 6 tenths, and can Atom spoil Monty's day as Monty goes even faster? Oh my days! In 1.1 seconds clear of Atom.
I mean, it's just unreal.
That is
Unreal.
ridiculous, man.
It's just
Whoa.
stupid. He needs to calm down. He needs to pack that in.
If there's
But as
Monty
you
getting
said
out of the
though,
way
we've
for
seen him
Jet
do it in
Atom.
qualifying though, Tez, but then when it comes to the races, he seems to struggle a little bit with his pace compared to qualifying.
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to say something like that when he's been getting problems with the FPS glitch, and he's not really had great races due to these glitches and that we've had. But we do have a new host today, and that's what Monty has requested. So you never know, this could be his day where he could possibly turn a pole into a race win. But let's not write the pole off yet for anyone else, as there is still time left in this session. As we're on board a Jet Atom, I think they're down in their time looking at the data. But let's see how they do through Sector 3. You can make up a lot of time here, and the rain is really starting to ease off now as well. So
Yeah, it is. Might see some time starting to drop now because of that. Sam's actually 7 tenths quicker going through the second sector as well. So
Jet
yeah, the
Atom.
track evolution really playing a factor now then.
Jet Atom does not improve. Let's see what Sam can do though.
Oh, nearly invalidates by getting too wide in the last corner.
close.
Goes in second though, puts in a 1:11.6.
Nice.
So yeah, track evolution has really played a factor with that one. So we could see some of the runners that are currently out on laps really jump up the grid here. The rain's now completely stopped.
Yeah, it has. 10 minutes just like Joey said. LMB's on the grass again. I think he's getting out of the way for drivers, which is great to see. Purple in sector 2. No, that's no. I'm looking at the wrong data. I should never look at that stuff. We all know that F1 gives incorrect data. But now Joey has got a bit of another fight on his hands when he has to watch out for the AI drivers, which isn't great. But see if Joey can improve. A little bit of a slide down the last corner. Let's see where he goes.
Is that LMB
114.1.
is actually retired on track. LMB's had a complete spin. Saying that, as I just flick on board with Gooders, who's done the exact same, well, not in the same place, but he's done the exact same thing. Another little spin there. Thankfully, done it into the pit lane though, so that's a bit of a result.
Sam not doing another lap, is he?
Sam is not. No, he didn't get a chance to do another lap. We managed to put that 1:11.6 in and jump Jet Atom and Joe to go into P2.
Ewan then, P5 as well. Very good there from Ewan.
Great time.
To see. Yeah, very nice done. So Sam's actually reduced the gap on Monty. It was 1.1 seconds, but he's actually dropped it down to just under 7 tenths. And Atom not far behind him either. So between Sam and Atom, that is super close. So it's going to be a very interesting race.
John Boy. Shout out to John Boy in my chat. Yeah, John Boy.
Grab a beer, 2 secs. Oh, we used to have a 5-minute break as well. I can actually wait for this, to be fair, because I can have.
Oh yeah, I need that 5-minute break in my life, mate.
Yeah.
Need that
everyone
in my life.
knows we've got a 5-minute break now, guys. 5-minute break at tier 3.
We'll say, Tez, for all of the ones that have not long joined the stream, maybe throw the little intro up for them to have a little butcher.
Yeah, sure.
Have a little look at that.
Our one and only tier 2 driver, Shifty in the McLaren Shark Sim Racing, has made a hell of an intro for us. And yeah, it's got to be watched more than once. It is incredible. So here it is. Enjoy.
jump, get the great start. Oh, what a slide! That makes the move, but Errol's still up the inside. Oh, no, it's almost. 50-50 goes on Liam Hannon. Can't keep it. They make it sit around the outside, and he dives around the outside, and Sam does it. What a move!
Oh no, look at Jerry! Oh, out of nowhere!
Oh my gosh, and we have a battle for the lead, and Pickles has done it. I was so wrong. And there's a change for the lead on the final lap.
Hope you guys enjoyed that intro, the one and only Shifty made for us. We're going to be having a 5-minute break now. A new feature we're going to be having at TT Motorsport gives the drivers a little bit more time to make their setup, go have maybe a cigarette or a drink or whatever they choose. But yeah, it just gives us a little bit more time and a bit of a breather instead of jumping straight into the race from the qualifying. I'm going to stick on some music for you guys in the background. We're gonna go get. I'm gonna go get a drink. I don't know about you, Hayes.
Cups in the dark, mate.
Nice. And then yeah, we'll be back with you guys shortly. Enjoy.
Test.
Yeah. Thank you there, Danis, for following. We're doing a restart because someone unfortunately readied up. So it's a bit of a nightmare. We have to do a custom grid and all that shiznit. So yeah, bear with us, guys. The 5-minute break will, well, it won't be much different for you guys. You guys still will be waiting 5 minutes, but yeah, not really ideal. I did want to go get a beer and go to the toilet, but looks like I've got to do this instead. So yeah,
Love and life. Nobody got time for that.
well, I need Ewan to make a new lobby.
Screw you, money. Can't be me that read it up, mate, because I'm spectating. You don't know.
Oh, this is a nightmare. $136 followers, guys. Oof.
Mental. Getting there, mate. We're going to break that 200 follower bracket before you know it.
I reckon it'll take long.
Backs. Making moves. Whether was you setting the lobby up?
Ewan is. I'm about to send in the starting grid.
Whether
now.
was light crowd, whether was light cloud, rain, light cloud.
I think Ewan should know what
apparently.
it was. I'll remind
Yeah,
you.
it should, to be fair.
Why can't I do this? I should have took a photo of the starting grid. It would have been so much.
Shit, so should have.
I knew this was going to happen.
Yep.
I knew it, and I was.
You knew there was
You
going
know
to be
what?
just.
Do it
There's
with-
always
do it with
one.
Do it with the tier 3 guys, you know. They're the most cooperative.
We thought.
Apparently, we're on tier 6, round 6, Austria. Looks like the name hasn't come out how it should have done, but hey ho.
We're pushing towards 6. It ain't going to be long until we'll have 6 tiers in Europe, mate. I mean, we're just about to get tier 4 going shortly.
Mate,
Big up
it's a
myself for being the
nightmare,
coordinator
man.
for
I
that.
need
Just
a
run it out.
starting grid because my phone is not loading it for some reason. It's really annoying me now. Alright! Thank you, Pro Tarquin, for now following. Big
What's the
137.
name?
Oh, this is ridiculous.
What's the name?
Let's try and go online. Oh, I really didn't need this. I just wanted to go get a beer, that's all I wanted.
I've actually just realised I can go and have me cup of tea and dart.
You go do that, mate. You don't need
Yeah.
to. You don't need
Oh, ouch. Ouch.
to. For now.
Deep.
Oh, I hope we don't lose all the followers, all the viewers. Sorry, we are really trying to get this back underway again, but we've a few technical errors. Oh, this is a nightmare. Why? I knew I should have took a photo. We're getting somewhere now. We are getting somewhere. I nearly have the starting grid. Bear with us, guys. I don't want to lose you guys. This is going to be a good race, I promise. Just trying to get... Right, I've got it. Let's send this to Ewan. Oh, music's run out. We'll start that again. Why not? It's a shame that because the driver that did Ready Up actually had a really good qualifying. So it is a shame to see, to be honest. Right, I'm going to quickly go grab a beer as well. We'll be back shortly. Right, where are we at? We're nearly ready, guys. That is so true, DC. I should, shouldn't I? A mini fridge on my beard. Well, it's my birthday next month, guys. So yeah, I'll expect to see a mini fridge with TT Motorsport graphics all over it sent to my house. That'd be great. Yeah, we're almost there. He's got the grid now.
Happy days. Give me a chance to get some biscuits and all. Chew it. Sorted the weather out as well.
That's what I'm about to sort now. Is this PC Adam J Cone? No, it's or JC1. No, it's not. It says Xbox. What was the rain? Weather.
Hold on. Give me 2 secs.
It was... Weather was light cloud, rain, light cloud.
Yeah. Monty put that and Joey confirmed it. So that's all good. It's all good, baby, baby.
Now I shot myself in the foot here doing this 5-minute break today. I'm going to be even later going to bed now. With my amazing 10 to 4 AM start tomorrow. Ooh, that is going to be
good luck with that one, mate. Good luck with that.
Things I do for TT Motorsport, eh?
I know, mad things. It's mad things. Still got 29 people tuned in at the minute.
Yeah, I
Shout
know,
out
it's
to them
great
for
to
sticking
see.
about. Big shout out to all the Rochford Sports Sunday League football players who are watching as well at the minute. Big shout out to you guys. My people. Love you. I love you all. Oh yeah, good shout, Sam. Says, remember to go spectator.
Ooh. Oh,
Good call, Sam.
dangerous.
That would have been fun again. It would have been like tier 2 all over again in Canada. Melt moment.
The thing is, if they ready up again, I'm not going to know if everyone's actually ready. And that's going to be... otherwise, this will literally be Spa mini-series tier 1 all over again. And I don't really want to do this.
No,
I really don't.
we're just going to jump obviously straight into the race now because everyone's pretty much at a 10-minute break, aren't they?
Well, yeah. Well, we're gonna. There's a tiny break so people can do their setup. I've already said.
We hope.
But no one. I've told no one to click start race until I say. Oh, Smithy, Belgium. That was a disastrous round. That was horrible. Cody just posted on Instagram that everything is fixed. When they say everything, do they mean everything or do they mean maybe?
Let's be honest, it's Cody's. No, they
Yeah,
don't. They don't mean everything.
Nah.
It's Cody's, mate. You get her act together. Facts.
I'm really looking forward to this race. If we actually get to do
I
it.
am.
If
If it actually
they
works.
if they mess this up, then I don't reckon I'll be able to carry on, mate. To be honest, because
You know, I'm gonna have to like have a strong
Oh.
back and try and just carry it on my own. Is that what you're saying?
probably yeah.
Ouch.
Because mate, it's 20 to 10 already.
Oh yeah, wow. Yeah, facts, Dave. Nothing is fixed. They were just messing about with something, I reckon, Cody's, and that's why no one could get online earlier. I reckon they were just messing about with something and somehow just making their game worse.
Please, if I see someone.
So far, so good.
Oh my god, if I see someone take, I'm just
It's gonna screw. But if you're gonna, as I said, if you're gonna jump out of the window, please record it for us. Please, I beg you. I'd love to see it.
I don't want to turn unprofessional if someone does do it, because I think I will actually like rage.
As long as you can jump through your window and get back in time for the race, I'm happy for you to do it.
If I jump out my window, mate, best believe me that my legs will be broken and I will not make it. I will not make it to the race. I probably won't make it back to TTM ever again. That'll be it. I'll be just outside, just in a splattered mess.
I
But
think
so
you'll be
far,
alright.
so good. Let's get some time to do a setup.
Gives me time to munch me biscuits. Big up the caramel digestives.
I'm sweating, man. I really don't want someone to press it. We can't do it back to back like we did in Spa in the mini series.
You're sweating more over this than you are at tier 1 race on Thursday.
Oh no, mate, it's steaming. I just had a shower and I'm like caked in sweat already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, don't do it, Joe. Don't accidentally press it because you will push Tez over the edge and jump out of his window. Easy we going with Sam P1, Monty P2 and Jet P3. Not a bad shout.
Joey dropped his controller. Oh my days.
Squeaky
I bet
bum
that
time for
was-
Joey.
I bet that was frightening, to be fair.
Yeah, to be fair, especially when you drop your controller, because you know it can accidentally press buttons. I'll do the same thing every now and again. I'm like, oh, shit. No, 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 no.
So I said that how long ago? What minute was that? 21:40. I think give it a minute, not a minute, maybe 30 seconds. I'm gonna tell them they can advance. So I think
What's
by
annoying
now,
is that they're doing it
everyone-
now, but they couldn't do it earlier for the 5-minute break.
No, I know.
Come on, man.
Yeah, but there's one person, but I think
I know, but
they've
as I
got
said,
the
come
gist of
on.
it now.
Jerry discussed it in the race brief. They should know better.
Oh god, yeah. I don't want to start on. Monty's just raised your point.
Well, you can start on whatever you want because you've done your qualifying
Oh,
time
of
on
course it is.
intermediates,
On
didn't you?
wets.
So you can go with whatever tyre you
Of
like.
course it is,
This
yeah.
is right
Oh,
after the
yeah.
race.
Ah, fair
Yeah.
enough, yeah.
So you can go mediums, go hard, you go soft, whatever you fancy. Take
I
your
think
pick.
Benji made a good call there. Mediums till it rains. Right.
Yeah, not a bad shot. You can one stop, obviously. You can go from softs to mediums. It is a stretch, but you can pull it off. Obviously, you're going to have to switch tyres anyway when the rain comes, so you're better off with either a set of mediums or hards, in my opinion.
Right, well, I've just told them to start their engines. We are now ready to head to the Red Bull Ring to start the race here in the Tier 3 Championship. Been long awaited. A bit of a delay there, guys, but we're back and we're better than ever.
Hallelujah, praise the Lord.
We're ready. We're going to be doing this now. This is happening.
JJ again with P1 Monty. No, wait, yeah. You've gone P1 Monty, P2 Monty. I mean, impressive. We're going to have two Montys on the grid in P1 and P2. Good shout, Smithy.
Great to see you guys.
Yeah,
And
nice
if
to
you
see
guys
it.
check in the chat now, you'll see a link for Driver of the Day. So if you guys want to save that link, keep it handy, and maybe you guys can vote your Driver of the Day after the race.
I will be putting that link in again a bit later on in the race like they do in Formula 1, so you can
Yep.
have a look later on as well, just in case you don't see it as the chat goes on and on and on. Not that we
We're
have a problem with
so close now. As we're just waiting on LMB to ready up, and we should be good to go.
that. Yeah, killer this.
Please tell me this isn't a glitch.
Gonna be like SDs that you'd have in the practice session.
Oh, we're
innit?
going.
Yeah, he's left the session.
Oh, he's left. No way. We just lost
Got 5
LMB.
lights though.
And we'll wait here at the Red Bull Ring to start round 6 here in the Tier 3 Championship. What does Sam Porsche look like? They got a good start there, but it looks like Sam's just gone up the inside of Monty into turn 1.
Oh, Wongdong going really, really wide.
Monty's
There's contact
regained-
between him and
there's
Joey,
one-
and he spun.
I did see that in the corner of my eye at the back there. I did notice. We've got a safety car early on already.
Avax Ascari. Oh wow.
Oh, we've got
Safety car
Cole
for that.
sticking it right up the inside.
Chatham, I know Cole's picked up a 5-second penalty, severe collision with Chatham. Interesting that that's given a full safety car for just that one incident, really, because there wasn't anything else that went on really in the first corner, apart from that slight contact that unfortunately caused Wongdong to spin. But obviously he was off the track, so his wing that came off would have been off the track and off the racing line. So I'm surprised they didn't bring out the BSC instead. Interesting.
So Sam leads from Atom, from Coles, from Monty, from I
Nope.
presume that's Lewis
No,
Johnson.
Monty's jumped ahead of Coles.
Right, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I think everything needs to sort of like register. Oh, who's that? Missing wing.
I think
on the-
Coles was sort of disconnected, and that's why Monty sort of went ahead of him. Or he might have been ahead of him before the safety car, and Coles jumped in as soon as the safety car come out. I'm not sure.
Right. Safety car early on in the round 6 here at Austria. Looks bright for now, but I think we are going to be due some rain later.
Shout out Joshua Pinos in the chat, cheering on Joa. Always got some Joa fans who's tuning in to Tier 3.
We
Always.
love the Joa fans. The Joa fans always come support him in our streams. It's great to see.
Yeah, love to see it.
realise why I'm sweating so much, because I forgot to get my fan. Fixing up a fan now on this safety car.
So Jet and Monty decided to go on the hards then, compared to Sam. Interesting. Obviously feel like they can push more on them tyres and not lose as much grip as the mediums.
Well, it is strange though that they have pitted. I mean, unless they got too damaged.
No, they haven't
you mean
pitted, they
from the
just
start?
started
Oh,
on
right,
them, yeah,
okay.
from the
I was gonna
start.
say, if they just
Yeah.
pitted, then it's a bit crazy because we just started on brand new tyres
No.
anyway.
I mean, what is crazy is good as Jazz T and High Rise have all gone for softs instead of mediums or hards, so that's an interesting move.
It
Can go about
depends.
15 laps on the softs, to be fair, so it depends when the
Might
rain
be
comes.
pushing
If
it,
it comes around then, they might
Maybe
be able
last.
to get away with it, but if not, they are really pushing it. Especially on
Sam?
this track.
Sam leads from Atom, from Monty, from Coles, from Lewis Johnson, from
Joey.
Joey, of course, it's Joey, from Niag, from Gooders, from Ewan, from Kung Fu Pelton, from Driver. So that might be, is that
Jazz.
Coles? Isn't it?
That's Jazz.
Okay, so of course, because Jazz had the number change this round. That's unfortunate. And then we have
High Rise.
High Rise from Debussy, from Joa, from LMB, from Wongdon. I was aware of Jazz's number change, but I
Coles
did
now picks
forget
up the
for
5-second penalty for contact with severe collision with Monty.
I think we just saw that, to be fair, on our stream, to be fair.
So again, I don't know whether he's having connection issues again. We know he has a slight problem with his internet, although he had an improvement on it recently. Safety car finally coming in this lap, so we can go back racing, thank God. Sam's slowing everyone down now, just waiting to pick his moment to go. You see all the people obviously swerving behind, get the tyres nice and warm so they're not too cold on the restart. I wonder when Sam's going to go. I think he's going to wait until literally he just gets to the exit of turn 10, the last corner, and then I think he's just going to floor it. No, he floors it earlier than that. He goes for turn 9 and floors it. He threw everyone off with that as well, so he gets a great launch compared to Jet and Monty. As the three of them have just disappeared now down the home straight.
Great restart there. Let's have a little look further back, make sure it's all clean.
Fakir looks like he might go for a move down on High Rise. No. Problem is he got himself so out of shape going into turn 1 that he completely lost the position there to Joa. Did not get a good racing line at all.
Looking up the inside there. Can he make it stick on Ewan?
Vivid Pub does the same thing again. The racing line's a bit all over the shop.
Oh, Adam and Monty side by side. And Monty's got a little bit better off there, and he has been able to defend off Jet Atom in the Neon Cosworth. The Castle Cassandra currently sits in second, but now it looks like Jet Atom has got Coles looking up the back of him. As this is now a little bit of a battle for third, and we've also got Lewis Johnson amongst the battle too. So it is all happening here.
Yeah, we've got a right battle going on at the minute for P3 between Jet Coles and Lewis Johnson.
Is Johnson going to stick up the inside? No, I don't think he's going to this time.
No, you know, I think he knows better than that. I think he's going to try and get a better exit out of turn 1, which
Coles
he
gets
does.
was really wide there on the exit, and that
Yep.
allows a Sarah Porsche
Johnson goes
driver
down
up
the
the
inside.
inside.
Nice move. Nice and easy that.
Coles will send it back.
Red Bull, they start at 9, but there was a problem with them not listening to the, well, one person not listening to the 5-minute break, so we had to restart the lobby, and then also we've just had a safety car. Not the best start to this race, but we move.
Let's go back into P10. Oh, we've got side-by-side action here from...
Oh, High Rise gets really out of shape though. Loses it on the gravel. Joa takes advantage of that and slips himself up in the P11.
Jazz there, number 41 for his granddad. So I do apologise, Jazz, for forgetting that. That is really my bad. I was aware of this.
Unbelievable, Jeff.
Oh, Close here, Joey, and who is
Kung
this?
Fu
Joey
Mountain, yeah,
and
getting
Kung Fu
really
Mountain,
close.
yeah. Really
Better
close.
exit out of turn 10. No DRS just yet though, and obviously probably enabled this lap if I remember rightly. Again, waiting to make a move, doesn't go down turn 1, he gets a great exit though. Ooh, slight contact between the two. Joey just didn't give him any room at all there. Kung Fu Mountain having to back out of that one. Nearly flies into the back of him, actually
really
into the hairpin
deep.
of turn 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, nearly completely binned it into the back of him. A little bit questionable there from Joey though, he didn't give him any room coming out of turn 1 as Kung Fu Mountain got a much better exit.
We have Joa going up the inside of his teammate. Can he make it stick? Oh, they're just taking each other out!
No! Oh, that's unbelievable.
And there's rain as well, we've got rain.
Yep, a few raindrops coming down now already, testing on lap 6. So maybe the people who did go for the soft tyres made a not a bad call really. Not that it really affected the others on mediums or the two in P2 and P3 at the minute on hards.
It's a huge
Still
battle now
setting
for
good
6th.
time.
There's Joey and Kung Fu Powder are going wheel to wheel, but Niag is waiting up behind, just waiting for a possible move. Oh, as he completely misses his braking zone, and that allows Kung Fu Powder to go up the inside of Joey and into 6th place.
And Jazz decides not to pit. I was going to say we could find a double stack here and that could really hinder the two of them there of the Aston
Shouldn't
Martin
double
drivers,
stack.
but he doesn't.
Chances are they wouldn't double stack purely because the multiplayer cars are just all random when it comes to pits. There's no actual teams.
Oh well, they're lucky with that then.
Yeah.
Joe opts to go on to the intermediates then, so he does go straight on to the intermediates.
Oh wow. Okay.
I mean, it kind of makes sense really. Obviously, he had to pit, unfortunately, because of the contact with his teammate, but I can see why he's done it. It might not be the right time just yet for the intermediates, but he's going to have to pit again if he decides to put on another set of dry tyres, so he's just going to have to ride this out for a couple of laps till the rain really starts coming down. A bit of a smart move in my eyes from Jobber, personally.
Oh, so now we have, is that Mr. Coles going up the inside of Kung Fu Powton?
Yeah, going out the inside of Lewis Johnson.
Oh, sorry, of Lewis Johnson, sorry. The other Seren Porsche driver.
Cuts the corner a little bit.
Oh, he's around the outside, so now they are side by side, drag race down, heading through turn 2. Heading up into
I can't
turn
believe they called
3.
that a turn. It's not a turn, is it? Come on, let's be honest. It's Formula 1 cars. It's not a turn at all. You're flat out round there. You're not even really moving the steering wheel. And Lewis Johnson
looks
keeps
like
ahead.
Ewan up the inside of one of those such a Money Parry drivers, but he holds it around the
LMD's come
outside.
off in sector 3. Had a bit of a moment in turn 8. He's lost half of his wing as well. Interesting to see then when the
Oh,
rain
F1
really
High Racers go
start
around the
coming
outside.
down.
Vivid Pup can't make it work, and he actually goes off into the grass, and his teammate gets past. So that was really unfortunate there from F1 High Rise.
LMD right, obviously coming into the pits as well.
Oh, Sam's binned it. Sam has
Oh, he
binned it
hasn't.
around the
No, he
last
hasn't.
corner. Sam has just binned it. Oh my gosh.
He's lost off. Oh, that's going to be a struggle getting
Sam
right around
is-
to the pits as well.
Sam has a
He's going to
nightmare.
be really kicking himself over that one.
He'd be fuming with that one. He
He's
doesn't
gonna
get
get
much
fuming.
luck when it comes to rain here in the Tier 3 Championship. Sam has been having a huge woes.
Thing
That's
is,
not-
as we keep saying though, he keeps calling for it, he keeps saying he loves rain, but then we keep seeing this happen. He runs
That
obviously
was
really
huge.
wide into the hairpin.
I think this is going to be an easy
right
move
on
for
the
Jets
backside
Aston
of
and
him
Neil
now,
Cosworth.
Could be nice and easy on the side
Sam's
of
has
this.
to break really early. Jets Aston needs to be aware of that. Oh, he
No,
doesn't
Sam's
though.
decided to break really late.
late.
He's still trying to fight that position, bless him.
Oh, contact! Tiny bit of contact there too.
He'll be dropping place after place, so he's got
Yeah,
Lewis
he will.
Johnson and Coles right behind him
Oh,
now
look
as
how
well.
wide
But you
he's
can
gone there.
really see the effects of downfalls when you lose some of your wing.
Oh, Coles makes a move almost looking around the outside.
It goes
Coles
down
does it
the
around the
outside of
outside.
Johnson.
What a move. Side by
Oh, no,
side.
no,
Oh,
no.
and it's another crash. Another crash. That's a Sarah Porsche driver off this time. Oh my god. One after another. Oh, and there's a really unsafe release there as well. And he almost took out Niag.
Ooh, close on that. Should have waited a little bit longer. Fortunately, he was still ghosted, but it's not the point. If we've not had that on, well, that could have been a bit later.
Now we're having all coming in, all stacking
Yep.
up in the pit. This is the time to make the switch, I believe. Everyone's coming in.
Rightly so, it's really starting to get wet out there now. Surprisingly though, Kia
It's the
and
Monty style.
High Rise have both decided to stay out. Very surprisingly. And that is a bold move because you can see that the dry tyres are just not the ones you want to be on now.
Yeah, we have Debussy, Joey,
Really struggling.
Jazz, and LMB all out on slick tyres.
They're really struggling. They can't even drive in a straight line in them tyres.
I'm not sure what's happened to LMB, but LMB is literally on the grass, just letting everybody pass at the moment. I don't know what is going on.
His pit crew, I think, has messed him up a little bit there as he's actually a set of mediums.
Mediums,
Hey, he's had a teapot moment from Canada.
Teapot.
Teapot.
Who is that in the gravel? Well, that is another slick driver.
Yeah, that's High Rise. That's the
Yeah.
AVAX Ascari of High Rise.
Shame.
As I said, though, he's on softs. He just decided to try and go another lap on the dry tyres, and it was not the right choice to do.
Oh, he's having a nightmare. LMB
Losing
again.
place
look.
after place after place. Yeah, it's not ideal for him.
So now we are seeing Mr.
Thing is, I didn't- oh, no,
Debussy
he's
come
back in.
into the pits.
Yeah, the right thing. Well, he should have done it a lap earlier, to be honest, Des, but it is what it is. It is what it is.
All the gaps have really opened up now as well. So
Yeah, they have. Got Monty leading from Jet Atom. Got Kung Fu Pouton in third at the minute. Cole sitting in P4. Sam after a slight binage in P5. Niag in P6. Ewan up into P7. Lewis Johnson in P8. Wong Dong's P9. Not sure where Fekir has come up, to be fair. Nope, Joa jumps in, goes P10. Joey's now going to move himself up into P11. He's just coming around turn 1
big
as
slide
Fekir
there
comes out. Nope.
from Gooders. Big slide.
Here manages to come out and slot into P11 then. Joey just behind him. Jazz T in P13. High Rise 14th. Good is in 15th, and LMB who is just not having fun at the minute in 16th at the minute. Not having a good time out there. Yeah, you're right, David. It's been a bit of a wild race at the minute so far. Tier 3 not having luck again with rain in the race as they did in France.
So now
Fortunately
we have
though, this time round they've got obviously dry coming near the end of the race rather than just more torrential rain like they had in France.
Yeah, we'll make it interesting. See who comes onto the better strategy. It's all down to confidence, really.
Maybe.
When do you trust your tyres, and when do you trust the thought of changing, going into the pits again? I mean, do you follow the lead, or do you maybe try to do the undercut or something? It's really hard to do, but if it pays off, it
tough one to
pays
call.
off massively. But now we have Sam and Bam all over the gearbox of Coles. Let's see if Sam can work his way back up. He'll probably be hoping for maybe another safety car or something to even the playing field up a little bit after his spin earlier. Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry,
We've just had a madness in the chat. Sodi is the cat has just donated £20, and if I'm not mistaken, please tell me if I'm wrong, but I do think that it's the cat from tier 2. Thank you so much. That is really generous. So thank you so much, Cat.
Big shout out to Cat.
That's crazy, man. This is really crazy. So overwhelming. The donations have been so crazy, guys. You guys see in the bottom
they
right
have.
corner the amount of donators we have had, but we have now on board with Sam, and it is getting super close. And I'm just it's a move, and it's a move up the inside. I wasn't even paying attention.
Poor old Dave. Every time someone donates, he's either got it coming through his car speakers, and when it's just quickly nipped out, or he's got his earphones in, and casually just kills his eardrums.
But now we're side by side. This is proper action here in the tier 3 race. We have Sam Ram up the inside of Coles. Coles is not making it easy for the current reigning champion. I say reigning champion, championship
Gets a little bit
leader.
of a better exit though.
Sam defending him off.
Is Cole's going to chuck it down the inside though? Is he thinking about it? No, he decides against it into turn 4. Good respect shown from each other there though. Could easily have had a coming together. Both gave each other enough space. Sam on a redemption then, trying to get himself back up there. Move himself up into P4. But he's got about an 8-second gap now to close up into Kung Fu Patton, who's sitting P3 in a 7 Porsche.
Thank you,
Just
chat.
gonna
That
get
is
his head down
very,
now.
very generous of you. We make sure this league is great for you guys. We do everything we can for you guys. I mean, I love doing it. Don't get me wrong, but the donations are super overwhelming. So thank you.
Oh, Peg, that's a good pun.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
So obviously, Cat's took your mate hits the legs, so he's had to sell legs again.
All
Brilliant.
right. Yeah, that is Solar. Oh, I'm so bad at pronouncing these names. Solar is.
We'll just call him it's the
Arcanine.
Cat. We know it's the Cat.
No, there's another one. Solar is has just followed us. Thank you very much.
Ah, for me,
We're
it's
gonna go.
come up with
Solar
the,
is Arcanine.
Oh, Sailor
Arcanine.
is
That's it.
Arcanine, yep.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
He's got
Oh.
another leg.
Right, let's see where the battles are out on track. At the moment, we just have one of the Sarah Porsche's drivers.
There isn't many going on, to
pitting.
be fair.
Is Mr. Johnson himself.
He's obviously had a bit of an incident. I'm going to quickly flick on. Oh no, he's come out of the pits.
Sam's
he's
made a bit
obviously
of a
had a
gap
moment
now
then.
from Coles.
It's an interesting one to pit again and go on another set of binders. He might have obviously had a bit of wing damage then. Monty's just stretched his lead out in front, nearly 16 seconds ahead now in front. It's proving me wrong with his race pace, isn't he?
Yeah, he's doing very well. Like I said before, though, it's kind of hard to judge his race pace when he's had such bad connectivity issues.
Yeah,
connection
true.
Issues. But now we have Vivid Pup and the Bugatti driver of Joey going wheel to wheel. This is the battle for the final point here in the race today. Vivid Pup and Joey battling out for that 10th. Joey seems to be drifting quite a lot through that stage. That's where we saw him earlier on spin in qualifying. Vivid Pup going really wide there. I think I could have picked him up a warning. Now Joey is. There
He
you go.
does,
Look,
just
Vivid
as you
Pup
say that.
picks up a warning.
He went really wide,
Oh,
didn't he, on the last turn? That's what's
Yeah, he
caused him
did.
to get that. So obviously that was his final warning before that, and then, yep. Going to see that come into play again, though, Tez. Come the end of this race. It's so easy to pick up some penalties round here. Especially in the rain as well, to be honest with you.
Yeah, for sure. Do let me know if there's a
Nothing
battle
really
emerging
happening
up-
though at the
up
minute.
in the front or something.
Yeah, I'm just obviously keeping my eye on the interval times, and there is nothing really going on, to be honest with you. Nothing at all. Everyone's sort of maintaining their gaps to the cars that are behind them. Everyone seems to be settling into their positions now. I think the only battles we might see is a couple of people potentially making a few errors and then others taking advantage of it,
Yeah, that's
moving
right.
up. Or obviously when we see the next set of pit stops and the rain finally comes to an end.
Hayes has happened
Probably
again.
on the
Hayes has happened again. Oh my gosh, another donation. This time by
Oh,
our new Mercedes driver, Jaeger Bomb, who's donated £14. Thank you so much,
Shout out,
Jaeger.
Jaeger.
Oh wow, these donations are so overwhelming. This is crazy. So crazy. Thank you. This is... Mate, the awards this season, they're going to be mental. There's going to be some good awards for you guys. We've got a lot of money to play with now, you know. We'll make sure that this money
what
is
it's all
all
about.
put back into TT Motorsport. None of this is not a profit league. This money goes straight back into the, well, what we're going to call a business, and it is just going to keep on developing TTM, and it will just get better and better.
80% goes to the Hayes donation, to the Hayes charity. The rest of it
Hayes-
then, yeah, gets put back into the league.
Ace gets nothing. Ace gets zilch. You have to pay me to be here.
Oh no, yeah,
Oh, right,
you love me too much. Hence why he made me the tier 4 coordinator.
He strapped me down in a chair and he tortured me, and it was forced.
Don't
It
act like
was-
you didn't love it.
Oh wow. Okay. I got a little bit off topic.
Anyway,
Moving on. Alright. Don't need to answer that one. Right, looks like Monty and Jet Atom battling out for first. Monty's all over the rear, Jet Atom, and I have missed that before. Don't know why
Yeah,
Jet Atom is ahead.
Monty's pit. That's why.
Right,
Monty
okay,
came
and now
in for a
Jet
new
Atom's
set of
running
inters.
wide. And now Monty up the inside passes Jet
Mark
Atom.
weathered him. Other Mark Webber.
Very nicely done.
Interesting why he came in though and decided to go on another set of intermediates. Obviously wasn't feeling comfortable with these, but then they were only about 6 laps old, so that is, yeah, interesting strategy there from Monty, to be honest.
Houghton almost loses it. He held on to that nice.
Again, no, not much happening. Well, say
No,
that
not-
Joey in the Bugatti is getting close to
Close, vivid
Fakir
putt.
again.
So yeah, these guys are close again. They've made up one position somehow. So
You
obviously.
got a flag in sector 1. Someone's had a moment. I think it's.
Oh,
good
it's
as.
one of the. It's one. Yeah, it is. It's one of those
Yeah,
drivers.
it is as good as, yeah.
Good
That little
as.
spin coming out of turn 1.
Oh, I've just tried to find that and I could not find it. But yep, that is what
So
happened, guys.
him and LMB are just not having a good race in the wet here, to be honest with you. I don't even think LMB's actually in the session anymore, to be honest. I'm not quite sure. Not
Hey
sure
Smithy, there's
what's
still
going on
half a season to go left. We're still half a season left yet of our championship, so anything is possible. Don't cancel off any, any podium. Not podium. What I'm on about? Top 3
What are you on
in the
about?
championship. I don't know. You can still definitely get top 3 in the championship if you you set your mind to it, mate. We know you've got the pace. As you came
Speaking of
second
top
in our
3, Ted,
mini-series.
Kung Fu Poughton in the Seren Porsche getting close to Jet Atom now.
Yeah,
Within less than
been
a
on
second.
board of it already. I'm all ready for this one.
Just as I say, that commentator's curse and Jet Atom actually starts to pull away a little bit.
See, looking
Brilliant.
on board now with Poughton as his rear tyres have just broke the 70 barrier and they're just under 70. Let's have a
Jesus,
little
he
look.
went wide there out of turn 1, Kung Fu.
What's it called? Jet Atom's tyres are looking pretty much the same. Let's have a little look. See what Monty's are like compared to, obviously we know Monty has already just pitted. Yeah, look how fresh
He's
the
only on
tyres are
lap
compared.
olds. Yeah,
Yeah.
only a lap old then. I was about to say Sam's making a move on someone, but he's just lapping LMB. He's not having a great race, bless him. Not at all. It's not been the best race for the Tornado 7 racing driver. In fact, for the team in general, to be honest with you, Ewan sitting in P14 and LMB in last and 16th, so not been a good race for the team.
No, not at all. But they should be able to bounce back though at future races, I'm sure. They've got 2 good drivers. Yeah, it's just the rain conditions are hard. It does really jeopardise races. I mean, as like
It's a lot of wheel spin there, Joey, coming out of the hairpin. As he was starting to close in again in Vivid Pup. Up until that point.
Even our championship leader has made a false state in the rain. So it can happen to the best of us.
It can. Even in the dry, to be honest, round here, it can happen to the best of us.
Oh yeah, I'm
You've
sure.
only got to try and get on the power too much, and you can just see through certain corners where the Astro is, and Joey gets a little drift on coming through turn 8 and 7.
He loves it through there, he does.
Skill point for the drift though. Yeah, with that runoff there, just as I'm watching Joey, the runoff between turn 9 and 10, and in fact in turn 10 as well, obviously, coming out that last corner, you catch on the Astro and you get onto the power early, your back end's going, there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do, you're just a passenger in that car from that point onwards. We're on lap 20 now out of 36, not much happening again. As I say that, Lewis Johnson and Joey
Oh, yeah.
having a little battle into turn 3.
Side by side, Seren Porsche versus a Bugatti. Who comes out on
Joey
top?
goes
The
for the Mark
Porsche runs
Webber,
wide.
goes for the cutback.
Lovely done.
Nicely done, keeps his position at the minute. Lewis Johnson not giving up just yet though.
No, he's not.
Vivid Pup will be very happy with that because obviously Joey was starting to close in on him, so he's now opened up a nice 2-second gap.
John's getting a bit of oversteer on the corner there, on the
Kung Fu
exit.
Poughton in the pits.
So we have both of the slingshot drivers side by side going up into turn 1 as well.
Comes
Side by...
out. Does he come out? Yes, he does. He comes out in P5.
Okay, but they're actually, yeah, they're
Joe picked up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That's a shame. Because obviously he is going to have to pit again now as well, obviously, because the rain should obviously stop before the end of the race, so we could see dry running again. It depends when that happens. Depends when that is. Yes, Daisy is meant to dry up at the end. feeling within the next 5-6 laps, well, I'd say 5 to 8 actually, that we'll probably see the rain start to dry up and people thinking about coming in and throwing on a set of dry compound tyres.
Lewis Johnson and Joey getting super close now. Johnson's really wanting to make his move from Joey, but he is biding his time correctly. You can tell that he's not going to just make any lunge.
Joe just behind though, and the Aston Martin is getting interested on the two in front of him that are having this battle for P9 as he's closed right in on the pair of them.
We'll stay on board with Joe now, as Joe's got front row seat to this battle.
He's also got much fresher tyres as well. Lewis Johnson's on 6-lap-old Inters, and Joey is on 10-lap-old ones, and obviously Joe was as fresh as the daisies. He's just been in the pits.
Joe picks up a penalty there for running up onto that curb.
The said says we can see this being a big factor at the end.
Definitely. Joe's managed to make a little bit of a gap there on Johnson, so I don't know if Johnson's really struggling on tyres.
Yeah, he is. He's getting really wide there out of turn 10. Really wide.
Okay, so Joe has got a fresh set on now, so that's really going to put Johnson under threat.
Joey's got older tyres
just
on
come out the
than,
pit, so now we've got
Johnson.
Big battle now for 8th.
Going to help Joey a little bit as well. He's going to get a nice little toe from that. That'll help him stay ahead of Lewis Johnson.
Ooh, getting
a little bit of a slap on. There's a slight touch coming out of that corner.
Look at
Lewis
this,
Johnson around the outside.
side.
He really squeezes him out.
Sticking it around the outside. Can he hold it? Can he hold it? Can he hold it around the outside?
Oh, he can.
What
nice
a move. He's done it. He's done it. What a move by the Sarah Porsche driver.
Honestly thought there was going to be a bit of a collision there, though, to be honest with you. But done well, the pair of them.
That was great. That was great to
Good
watch.
move from Lewis Johnson. Love to see it. Joey getting really out of shape now. There's Joey interested in it as well now. I think you might consider diving in the pits here, Joey.
He might do. Yes,
yeah,
he does.
no,
he
doesn't.
doesn't.
No, he doesn't. Gets out of shape.
He's playing games
like
with us,
it, yeah. Playing mind games. He's living rent free in my head.
Getting super close.
Yeah, no,
side
Joey
by
made
side,
a
heading
bit
up
of
into
contact
turn
there.
1. Joe around the outside of the Bugatti. Can he make it stick? Yes, he does.
Yeah, nice move again.
How the front
Yeah, I agree, DZ. That's definitely got to be, well, it could potentially be in the top 10 moments of the week. We've still got Tier 2 and Tier 1 to go at Austria, so you never know. Might not make it, we might see better than that.
Is Sam catching Atom? That is the question. Sam's tyres, look at the
The
state of those.
1.3 at the minute,
So
though.
Sam's tyres are hanging around the 50 mark, the fronts are on just under 60, and the rears are on about around 50, so...
More Jets on, because they're on the same lap-old tyres.
Yeah, about the same. Jet Atom's very similar, to be fair, very similar.
Monty's managed to do another pit stop more than them, if I remember rightly. Just quickly
that's
flick
correct.
on. Yeah, he has. And
So
he
his
still
tyres
managed to open up a 10-second gap to Jet.
Yeah, they're all in like
After
high
stop
70s.
it
Well,
again.
the rears are on low 70s, and then the fronts are on high 70s. So huge difference at the stage. I mean, look at the
They're
state
obviously
of the
clearly
second drivers.
trying to hold on until the rain stops, but it doesn't look like it's giving up anytime soon.
No,
to be
it
honest with you.
doesn't. Doesn't look like it's getting any worse, but it doesn't look like it's clear enough at all.
No. I can see the sun trying to appear through the clouds, but no real movement of it shifting on and stopping and
Big battle here
getting a
for
nice
Joe.
right
Joe
back
and Lewis
out.
Johnson. Joe looking up the inside of Johnson, up into turn 3. Can he make it stick? Up the inside. Can he hold it? Side by side drag race now. Look at it, side by side. There's nothing separating them. Is Joe going to be able to hold it? Stick it
Can it
down
turn
into this
4?
turn. Oh, Johnson, hold it around the outside. No,
he
no,
loses
can
it
do
a
this
little bit,
time.
gets a
What a
little bit under
move.
the grass. Nice respect
Joe
shown
is-
again though.
Now, chasing down Wongdom.
Yeah, straight on the hunt for him. Having a good drive, to be fair, Joe. He's doing quite well, making some nice moves along the way. Setting himself up with it.
Sam looks like he's closing in on Atom as well. Kung Fu already is pitted as well. He's going to the end, might grab another podium,
It
Jerry
might.
says. That is a very good observation there, Jerry.
Yeah, but as we said, Jerry, it's meant to stop raining before the end of this race. So depending when that happens, obviously we could everyone's going to have to come in and get rid of their intermediates. Because you're not going to want to stay on them when the track dries up. If that is the case, obviously. It really isn't looking... actually saying that, I am starting to see a lot of ice in the clouds now. Starting to see a lot more sunshine appearing.
Sam really putting the pressure on now to the Neon Cosworth driver, Jet Atom all over the gearbox. Obviously we don't have DRS because it's raining, but Sam is still within that slipstream using that overtake, looking at the inside. Can he make it move up into turn 3? Can the Indolove use our driver make it, or could Atom hold it around the outside? No, he can't. And that is
slight bit of
Sam
contact.
up into P2.
Nice move. I mean, yeah, Smithy, not a bad shout. Cole's potentially could get a podium here, to be honest. I know he's about 2.5 seconds back from Jet, but you never know. I was about to say, just as I say that, we've had someone lose it, but Good has actually retired from the session. Yep. He completely lost it coming out of turn 4 and just got all out of shape and just, lost the rear end, and it's just thrown him off into the gravel and straight into the wall. Pure binnage.
That is pure binnage.
That is pure binnage. Monty, stop chatting and race. I told you about texting.
Showing us on the inside of the Avax Ascari driver. Can he make it stick? Oh, there's contact from the Aston Martin driver, but that is him through.
We might get away with not getting a safety car again. The rain's actually stopped. It stopped raining.
Wow. Okay.
So now the racing line is going to, Well, we did say it was going to stop raining near the end of the race, didn't we? And that
looks like the Tornado 7 racing drivers into the pits. They have answered to the rain.
I think it could be a little bit too early for it, though, Des, because you're going to need to drive on the racing line, just maybe a lap or two more.
Maybe their
just to
time's
get rid of that standing water.
done by now. You never know. But yeah, it is too early, really. Oh, Monty! Monty!
That's what you get for texting and driving, Monty.
Monty is off. And that is correct. Texting and driving.
That's why you don't do it, people.
That was the leader.
Surprisingly, he doesn't come into the pits. So that was obviously just a driver. The tyres just giving up on him.
Well, his tyres should be a lot better than Sam's and Atom's, remember, because he did pit a lot sooner than them.
They should be, but after that little slide there, maybe not now. Well, they probably still obviously will be, but yeah, it's going to take a good bit of wear away from them. And that'll teach him, no, that's karma.
Joey in the pits. Oh, Binnage! We have...
Who's been?
One of the Tornado 7 racing
LMB.
drivers. Who is it? LMB.
Yeah, it's LMB.
Oh!
Same point he did in qualifying.
Yeah.
Does the right thing, reverses out of the way, although it's not going to matter obviously because he's ghosted, because he's a back marker and everyone's coming around to basically lap him again. I think this could be the lap, to be fair, Tez, that people come in and get rid of these inters. I've seen a lot of people really struggling as Monty almost actually loses it into the wall before turn 6. But I think this is the lap where people are going to come in and get rid of these inters, because it looks to be nice and dry out there now, to be honest with you.
They need to change some of these graphics. But FRA Monty, obviously that's not his gamer tag any longer. Cannot be supporting FRA. We've got to try and get Monty on the TTM hype soon. Get him on a TTM gamer tag. But that's going to be very hard to do, but persistence is key.
Be dumb. Bit of brute force and ignorance, and I'll get the job done, Tez. No worries, mate. One by one, they'll all convert.
Okay, well, there's Jet Atom's in. Softs.
Yeah, softs, yeah. Well, you can make them go easy,
Powell
10 laps,
as
can't
well.
you, to be honest. So, yeah, it's smart to go for softs, to be honest with you. Got a bit of grip with your tyre compound, didn't they? You can easily make them last a good... Well, they've only got, what, 6 laps left, 7 laps? Easy to do in them. Easy to do.
We'll see Sam come in this pit. This lap.
This pit, yeah? There's another pit? Didn't realise there's 2 pit stairs.
Yeah, mate.
Mad. I mean, that'd be quite handy in races, to be honest with you. Not gonna lie.
Double stack as much.
No, that's true.
Ooh, we have, who is this? We have Johnson all up the grass coming into the pits there. Lucky he didn't pick up a penalty. He was just like
Oh,
skidding
Kung
across the
Fu
grass.
Pao nearly loses it coming out of turn 3. Sam now comes into the pits. Monty deciding to stay out for one more lap. Interesting move.
Monty's going for it, doesn't
He is, isn't he?
Play. Oh, Binnage!
Who's
Who's
been?
that?
Who's been?
LMB again.
It's going to be
on the
I
softs.
could have probably called that, to be fair. It's not been the best race for him whatsoever.
Sam's
is it?
in. Sam's come out. Sam's shaking it all about.
But can he do the okie dokie? That's the question.
Or could he
I
get
mean,
this
we know
race win?
we know he can turn around because we've seen him have a spin already in Austria. So there we go.
And that's what it's
Yeah.
all about.
Brilliant. Really cold tyres. How many? He's gone really, really deep. I think LMB's retired. No, he hasn't.
Oh, Poughton! Was that Poughton or Johnson? What am I pressing? Johnson. Johnson spun it
Johnson,
on the softs. So maybe Monty is doing the right thing here. He knows it's maybe one more because now it's starting to look dry. So I think
Yeah, but
next
it's not
lap.
kicking up any wet coming off the
No,
back
it's
of the
not.
cars anymore, to be honest. So I think that he's maybe dragged us out one lap too many. I think he should have pitted on the. I'd be surprised if he even thinks of going to the end on intermediates. I really do.
I
I'd
think
be
to be
very
honest, there,
amazed
mate.
if he
Oh,
does.
finish gravel again.
I mean, he's got LMB by any chance? Yep, I'm right.
Yeah,
Cool.
it was.
Didn't even need to flip. Sam picks up a penalty. I mean, it's got a 24-second gap on Sam in seconds, so he's got the free
Yeah,
pit
I've-
stop.
he's-
So he doesn't
yeah, exactly.
have to risk it by staying on the inters till the end with only 4 laps to go. He can get away with it.
Yeah, look on the map where as Sam's only approaching turn 1 now,
Nice little
and
grip
how
there.
much further ahead
Got
Monty is. It's
another yellow
crazy.
flag. No, it's cleared up now.
Oh, here we go. Sarah Porsche versus the Slingshot Racing. Up the inside he goes into turn 1, and he makes a move.
Really cuts
Very,
the corner though, didn't he, to get that done?
but
He
now,
did pick up a 3-second penalty for it.
can Coles
He's
fight
got a
back?
DRS. No, it's got Kung Fu Pao managed to keep the DRS. I was about to say you could go down the inside of him, but it's actually Kung Fu Pao's lagged. Joe now finally comes in and throws on a set of softs. Monty still deciding to stay on the intermediates, as that gap's now down to 21 seconds. And it's closing rapidly as well, so he's made a really bad call here. I reckon he might have thrown his race win away here, to be honest with you, Tez.
Do you reckon? Yeah, it's dropping.
Yeah, look, he's
dropping like flies
he's all
now
over
with
the place.
seconds.
He's off the race. He's off the track. He's really made
Yeah,
a cock up
he's-
here in my eyes. As I
He
said, he
should've
should have
pitted.
hit about a lap or two ago. When he had the 24-second gap, he should have just thrown it in the pits. That's a free pit stop. Take advantage of it. Get them on, mate, and just go for it.
Yeah, it's going to be close now, really close. You got to bear in mind if he does pit now,
Sam's
Sam
going to jump
will
him.
go ahead, but obviously
Jet
he's going to have
maybe
slightly
able
newer
to
tyres,
jump him.
but it's going to be a real push to try and get Sam on the closing a couple laps. But it could make it really
Yeah, it is.
interesting for us spectators.
I mean, the thing is, I'm really surprised that he didn't come in. He's obviously coming in now.
He's coming in. He's in. Yep.
He is.
Here we
It's
go.
too late in my eyes. I really thought he would have done it a little bit earlier because he would have wanted to have get fastest lap as well. He would
Sure,
have wanted that
getting
extra point. He would have
lock on
wanted
them
the Grand
inters.
Slam.
They will be absolute squares now. They will.
Sam comes
Onto a
around the last
softy
corner
goes.
and will take the lead.
Monty's
Where's
coming
Jet
out
now?
now.
Jet's just come around the last 2 corners as well. So I'm going to ride on board with Jet, see if he can jump Monty. I think he
He'll be
might just get
screwed
away
now.
with this, Monty. He
Now
might
Sam
just
has
get
got
away.
to go full hammer mode, and
Yeah, he does. So he keeps
and
hold
hold his
P2.
lead. And if Sam does come out and win it here, what a race after spinning earlier on as well. Had no safety car to help him, just down to pure strap, but also a bit of a mess up by Monty, some could argue. But Monty now on the brand new set of softs. Gaps, what is the gap between them at the moment? I'm just waiting for my data to come through. 4.5 seconds.
my
4
prediction will be
seconds.
spot on as well here, DZ. I said Sam, Monty and Jet will be the order so far. Looking like me and DZ are calling it. He's already bringing that down. He's already down to 4.9, but only 3 laps to go. It's a lot to ask.
There's so many cars everywhere. Because we're on such a small circuit, it's so easy for drivers to get lapped.
Yeah,
it's
there
really
is.
confused and working.
Yeah, because I keep going to say, oh, there's going to be at the end, and then realise it's actually someone being lapped. So,
Sam's
yeah.
put in the fastest lap. See what Monty can reply with that.
Joe's actually closing on a Wong Dong now, Tez, for P7. Battle between the two cars at the minute, though. Between the Ascari and the Aston Martin.
Yeah.
Joe gets
Seeing
the
this
DRS,
now.
goes round the outside, just before turn 2.
Nicely done by
So
the
that's
Aston
done.
Martin driver.
Yeah, nice.
Come
Very
from
easy
Poughton,
that as
it
well.
replies to that. It goes 106.1.
Yeah, nice. Looking to steal the fastest lap off of them.
Oh,
I think they would have
I
seen
know
that as
B
well, the
just
front
sat
three
there on
runs.
track. I don't know what he's doing.
Interesting. The thing is, depending on penalties here, though, Tez,
Yeah, this
if Monty could get within
change.
3 seconds and he's got that one penalty less than Sam, then
Does
he
he?
will obviously just... I don't know if he does or not. I haven't
No, I
looked.
don't know.
Obviously, there's quite a lot going on at the minute. I don't really want to have a look.
No, there's just stuff going on everywhere. I'm trying to keep
The
up.
gap's down to now 4 seconds. But we are down to the last 2 laps now of this race.
If you guys want to vote driver of the day, there is a link in the chat right now. Who is your driver of the day as we're coming into the closing couple laps here in the Tier 3 race here at round 6 in Austria. It's been a very eventful race. Let us know what your driver of the day is. Click the link, give us a vote, and we'll let you guys know who came out as driver of the day next race.
Obviously, anyone who wants to get involved in the racing as well, there is a link in the Discord, or there will be very shortly one appearing in the chat. There will be a link to our Discord for our server. If you're looking to get involved, as we're opening up a new tier in Europe and also one in America as well, in North America.
Just looking at High Rise, and they're on the Inter still, so they've gone for a very interesting strat. Sam is now just 4 seconds clear of Monty.
Down to 3 nearly. There's only nearly 1 lap to go now. I think we're just obviously about to start the last lap. As I said, Tez, if you can get that down to just under 3 seconds, I don't think Monty's, as he's just
Monty's
actually
set
gone fastest lap.
Yeah.
He'll be quite pleased with that. If he can
Here
get down
we
to
go,
less than 3
so-
seconds, he could get this move done. As there is the link there for the Discord.
Monty's got a tiny bit more ERS, sorry, not DRS, than Sam. As Lewis Johnson spins it right in front of
Oh,
Monty.
Lewis Johnson spins it. It's a shame because he's running P9 as well.
Yeah, that's such a shame.
I mean, fortunately, he's got a nice gap to Ewan in P10. He's actually done quite well, to be honest with you, to get himself up into P10, as he was running quite low down throughout most of this race. High Rise also has a moment. Had a spin there in turn 6. I was just riding on board with Sam. The gap's now down at 2.7 seconds, Ted, so this is the moment of truth as Sam's just coming round to turn 9 and turn 10, the last 2 corners.
Who is going to win here in Austria? Is it the NW Sauber driver or is it the Capital Cassandra driver? As Sam crosses the line, where does Monty cross?
It stays that way.
It stays. So
It's
Sam
ace.
is the winner. Sam wins here in Austria and he'll be absolutely delighted with this race win after a massive mess up earlier on in the race, spinning. What a race. What an incredible drive there by Sam.
Jam comes home in P3 in the Neon Cosworth. Good drive from him as well. So the top 3 was the way I thought he would be. Kung Fu Poughton comes home in P4, but then
Coles takes
jumps
him to P4.
Yep, takes him through penalties.
Now we have Jazz, and is this Jazz and Lewis Johnson battling out right at the end? Or Poughton? Jazz and Poughton. Or have they finished?
No, they're finished.
They're finished.
Yep, they're finished, mate. You got Joe at the minute and Wong Dong for P7 and P8. That could change as well, as there's less than 3
Oh,
seconds between the
Flatty!
two.
High Rise has got
We've got
Flatty
Flatty.
on the front left.
Ah, no. He's already finished. He's already finished on my screen.
Yeah.
Joe comes home in P7 then. Oh no, he gets jumped. I think he gets jumps there. Yeah, he does. I think he comes home in P8. Good night, Jerry. Speak soon, mate.
Cheers, Jerry. What a race, guys. What a race.
Right, let's have a look then at the final standings. As we say, Sam doing his little Egyptian dance, coming onto the podium. Takes the race win. Got his strategy spot on in the end. Monty will be kicking himself that he didn't come in that lap or 2 earlier.
try and get a few of them in the party quick.
So there we have it then. Sam takes the win from Monty in P2. Jet Atom coming home in third and taking the last podium spot. Coles comes home in P4. Kung Fu Poughton took fifth from Niag in sixth. Wong Dong finishing in seventh. Joa in eighth. Lewis Johnson in ninth. Jazz taking the last point in P10. Ewan finishing 11th, just outside the points. Vivid Pup in 12th. Joey in 13th. High Rise 14th. LMB in 15th and Gooders in 16th with the unfortunate DNF. Although LMB actually also DNF'd in the end, to be fair. I didn't see him DNF.
Alright, let's try and get a few of these in. I think that's most of them.
Yeah, well in DZ. Predicted the top four the exact way it was as well. Some bet on that, mate. The winnings would have been joy.
Right, welcome guys. If you guys could get your audio settings in the party ready for us, if you could enable your audio for our streams so we can crack on with these interviews. We shall start with the race winner, as that is only fair. Sam wins here in Austria at the Red Bull Ring here, round 6 of the Tier 3 Championship. After a massive roller coaster of a race, they obviously earlier on had that spin, and I thought by that point their race was over. But Monty's interesting strategy completely opened the door up for Sam and has allowed Sam to take the win. What a race that was by all of you guys. But Sam, let's hear about what you got to say to that.
Hey, I'm shaking. The adrenaline right now is unreal. Just that spin, I was so angry. Monty heard in the party. I was literally shouting at myself. I thought the race was over. But then I knew I had good pace in the wet. I was struggling for like the first half of that wet stint. I was really struggling. But then I really started to just really reel in the guys ahead. Then I got the softs on, perfect timing, and yeah, it's just wow.
Yeah, what a race that was. That was really, really incredible to watch, and it was just a roller coaster, honestly, from start to finish. So unpredictable what was happening. Obviously, the different dynamic conditions threw a spanner in the works, as you Tier 3 drivers are quite used to at the moment, with the amount of dynamic conditions you guys do get. But you guys seem to be holding off very well, and putting on a great performance. And a great display for the spectators. So, yeah, incredible work there, guys. Hayes,
Yeah.
oh sorry, incredible
Monty.
work there, Sam. Sorry, if you want to crack on with Monty.
Monty. You're going to be kicking yourself after that one, mate. Obviously, you was hoping to go to the end on the intermediates, but then it just dried up a little bit too much for you, and by that point, it was just a little bit too late, and Sam managed to obviously just jump you in the end. Apart from that, though, you called your strategy spot on, so, yeah, a bit frustrating for you, but at least you took the fastest lap.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't have too much to say, to be honest. I mean, yeah, I got the start pretty good early in the race. I pitted like really early and had like a 10-second lead with a pit stop, and then I was gonna take the inters to the end because they were on about 40% when everyone was pitting for softs. But then as it dried up, I was losing like 7, 8, 9% a lap, so I had to pit. And then obviously on my main lap, I spun on turn 3 as well, lost about 5 seconds. So. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, just threw it away really.
I
Quite
mean, the
frustrating.
important thing
But
is, mate,
good
is
recovery
that-
from Sam.
Yeah, you managed to at least finish this race, though. You didn't get kicked out of this session, so it's good
Well,
to see you
yeah.
finally finish and get on the podium.
Yes.
It's well deserved after
Well done, Monty.
unfortunate
I just want to
disconnections,
try
and you
race.
still managed to get the fastest lap as well. So I'm sure you're
Yeah.
pleased about that as well.
Yeah, that helps. But yeah, frustrating really. But GG to everyone else.
You definitely made it exciting for us, Monty. But now we'll go on to our third place driver who won out last time in France. This time it takes third place, Jet Atom. You started P3 and you finished P3. Very consistent drive. Didn't really see a lot going on with you, but you just kept it cool,
Yeah.
kept your head down, and you brought home another podium. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling alright, a bit frustrated. I realized quite early on that my pace was only good enough for P3. And at that point, I was just like, I'm just going to drive safely, even if it's slow, and just bring it to the end. And that was it. P3. That's 3 podiums in a row.
No, that's a great way of looking at it, to be honest. Points are really crucial at this point of the season. We're halfway through now, and it is really time to start picking up the points. Obviously, we know you had a few no points earlier on in the season, so you're trying to make up for that now. So that is the perfect attitude to have, just to get it, play it safe, and bring it to the end. So yeah, incredible driver, Jet Atom, once again, bringing home a podium. So very well done.
Thanks.
Ace, do you want to go next? We have Kung Fu and Coles. Coles P4 and Kung Fu P5. Is Hayes there? Okay, looks like Hayes is gone. Well done then to Coles, who brought home P4 today. Starting P5, so making up one position. How are you feeling? That was a very good race, and yeah, it was really, really great to watch. And you kept it together, and you brought home some really good points for the Slingshot Audi racing team.
To be fair, I was going with the same tactic as Jet, just keep it smooth, keep it on the track, really. I was trying to catch Kung Fu at the end, but he had too much pace for me. But luckily, the penalties put it my way.
Yeah, the penalties really did change things up a lot. We did see a few swaps around, and we did know that from Austria how the penalties are so easy to pick up as well. So it really was down to cross the line to see where people were actually finishing. But for your sake, it really paid off for you. Minimal penalties allowed you to have P4. Missing out on a podium ever so slightly, but incredible drive there, Coles. Well done.
Cheers, Daz.
Hayes, you back for this one? No. Okay. Right, Kung Fu Poughton. Out here again in the interviews after another great race. Put on a great performance in the Seren Porsche car from start to finish. Just missing out on that P4 at the end to Coles, like we just had a chat with Coles. Started P8 and worked up your way to P5, so a very good result there. How did you find it today?
Obviously, it's good to pick up more points. Everyone had a good race. A little bit annoying with the penalties again. I think I got 5 seconds for, like, I was about to crash into the back of Coles because I think I broke a bit late and I swerved off the track and I got 5 seconds for it. So a little bit annoying. That probably cost me P4, but you know, everyone had a good race. I think P5 is justified, to be honest.
No, I'll be very happy with that result, mate. You did a very good job. And so did the rest of you guys. We did see a couple accidents this race, but I think that was pretty inevitable considering of the conditions. But overall, guys, you had a great race with only minimal DNFs as well. I know one of them was Coles' teammate, unfortunately, Gooders. We did miss out. Well, I missed out on TTM stream. Hayes did catch it. I think it was a little bit of a binage, but apart from that, it was a really good race, guys, and you guys should all be very happy with yourselves. But I think that is it now. I think I'm going to have to wrap up the stream on my own as my commentator has decided to fall asleep or something. But if you guys enjoyed this, please drop us a follow. Thank you so much for the donations this stream. It's been absolutely crazy. I can't get over the donations we get at the moment. And the followers as well. We're just getting followers all stream through. And the views keep going up. And we do find that the tier 3 races are the ones that do pick up the most views. And the chat is always popping. So thank you so much, guys. We will be back on Wednesday for the tier 2 races. They head off to Austria as well at the Red Bull Ring. I will probably be alongside Peg on that race, but not confirmed yet. And then Jerry and M Steel will be taking over the Twitch on Thursday for the tier 1 race. But thank you so much, guys, everyone to watch it. Thank you to the drivers participating. It's been a really, really entertaining race. I hope you guys did.